Y'all, y'all, y'all. It is day 3 of the Rocaberti Writers Retreat, and as you can tell, I am cheesing. I am so immensely grateful for what today has been. It feels like one of those life changing moments, not necessarily because you got the big thing, but because you know it's possible. And that's exactly what happened today. First of all, I met someone here, and me and her got up this morning before breakfast. We went for a walk. We played some tennis. And by played, I mean barely hit the balls. Y'all, it was so bad. I need some work on tennis, but it did. I used to play as a little girl. And so it did reignite some excitement for the game in me. And then we had a nice breakfast. And so, as you can tell by the kind of flow here, we have a mentor present. We have a mentor present in the morning and evening talk from a mentor after dinner. So this morning's presentation was actually my mentor, Martin Olson. As you all know, Phineas and Ferb, 5-time Emmy nominated writer. Come on, humble brag. But he talked about the paradox of a pitch and really kind of broke down some ways in which we can stand out in our pitches to executive directors. One thing that's really I'm taking with me is be mindful that whoever you pitch to, they have to then tell your story to someone else, right? And so they are not the final person. And so you need to be clear, concise, and also have something very memorable. And so that really stuck out to me in this morning session. And he really was able to connect with all of us and kind of be very warm and charming. And that's something that I appreciated. And then it was time for us to go into our small group, our cohort with Martin and the other 3 people who are with me. And because I was pitching, it was my day. And so we concentrated on my pitch, we concentrated on my outline. So the docu-series, I can't last night after I made my vlog, I worked a little on a draft of a pitch for this docu-series. And I said, okay, I'm going to take it to my team. And y'all, once again, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, everybody came together. It's morphin time. And just said, and help me. Here's a little bit of feedback. We need to take out that line. Is there another way that we can say that? Maybe let's shift the title. I mean, the ways in which my cohort and Martin just care so much about my project was so heartwarming. And then we kind of started thinking about some episodes and how can I start outlining some episodes? And so I am extremely excited with what I came out with in our small group time, which really kind of made me feel very confident going into the pitch. And so after lunch, it was pitch time. Can I also just shout out the chef one more time, please? We had paella for lunch. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's the right dish, the skillet rice dish, vegetables, chicken. Oh, homemade, fresh ingredients, homemade paella. Paella. Excuse me for pronouncing that wrong, but I hope you know what I'm talking about. So I just want to say we getting fed well. Okay. And then it was pitch time. I was so nervous, my heart was racing, and I watched everybody pitch. I was the last one, and everybody before me killed their pitches. Like we had such a good pitch group today, whether it was ideas, whether it was the delivery, whether it was a concept, a premise that may not have been thought about, whether it was a deep connection to someone's personal story. All of the pitches today really landed in their own way. And then it was my turn. And y'all, I took one deep breath, and I did it. I felt so in my element. I felt so sure of my research. I felt so passionate, which y'all all know I'm very passionate anyway. I felt so passionate and connected to these women and my story and my own personal narrative. Even though just 2 days before I thought I was going to be pitching a book, and now I'm pitching a docuseries idea, I still felt confident, hopeful, willing to learn. And it was so well accepted. Y'all, I am honored. I am honored that I'm even in this space to be, for my idea and my research to be heard, to receive feedback, to have cheerleaders rooting for me. People also saying this can also be other modalities, maybe a play, maybe a graphic novel. I mean, maybe a mini series. The list can go on. I did this project to tell the stories of Black women who are often hidden, and now the idea of where this can go is so large. And at the very least, even though it's done so much more, at the very least, this retreat has opened my mind to the possibilities of how far and how wide this research, these women's stories can go. I'm grateful. They resist, they persist, right? They keep going in spite of. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to write, I'm going to push, I'm going to pitch, revise, rewrite, network, make connections, send emails, follow up, and keep on pushing until I can get this story out. So that just really brought joy to my heart. Now there's a lot of work to do after. I have a lot of work to do when I get back. But now I have a vision, and that's really kind of all I need, mixed with my determination. After the pitch, we actually watched some of our other people's mentee stuff in the cinema room. We watched some trailers that they had done, some short films that they had done. One person even done stand up, and we just saw their improv. It was just so good to just see visually what the other mentees have been working on. And after dinner, Diane Drake, who I talked about yesterday, who did our morning session for who wrote for Only You and What Women Want, she gave us the real deal in her journey around her writing, um, her representation, and just some real deal about the business. And I can respect that. What you think you may know may not always be what's happening in real life. That's why you need mentors like Diane to really tell you the truth, because it helps set the reality for us. And so we just really absorbed her narrative and took in her truth tonight. And it was very like eye opening for me. And I just made deeper connections with people in the group, my colleagues. Oh, hopefully, Journey, you won't see this before I get you the video. But my mentor, Martin Olson, called his daughter, who co-writes with him on Phineas and Ferb and Adventure Time, and they made a video for Journey, my daughter. Oh, y'all, that's Journey is going to cherish that forever. Phineas and Ferb and Adventure Time, and Olivia, his daughter, sung a song from Adventure Time directly to Journey. I am filled. I am grateful. I am honored to be here. It was worth the investment. It was worth the hard work. It was worth having to sacrifice a few things. But I'm here and I truly feel like it's only up. Subscribe for more. Have a great night. Peace.